When was the last time you took an honest inventory of what you are carrying inside? Not your circumstances, not your responsibilities, the inside weight. The things you have been gripping for so long that you no longer feel them as weight. You feel them as normal life. Tonight, I want to show you what you have been carrying, because here is what I have come to tell you. God is not delaying your husband because his timing is mysterious. God is delaying because there is a chamber prepared for the man he wants to send you. And that chamber cannot open while you are walking toward it with your hands full. There are 5 specific things in your hands right now. They are interconnected. They form a knot, and the knot is what God has been quietly asking you to put down. So this is not a video about timing. This is a video about load. What is in your hands in this season that is making the climb harder than it needs to be? Open Genesis 19. Lot and his family are being delivered out of Sodom. The angels have come. The destruction is imminent, and the instruction is clear. Verse 17. Escape for your life. Do not look back. One instruction. Her body was already on the road. Her feet had already left the city. She was physically being delivered into a future she had not even seen yet. And then, verse 26. But Lot's wife, behind him, looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. She did not have to go back. She just had to look. Because the look revealed where her interior was. Her body was leaving Sodom. Her heart was still there. Her hands were full of what she was being asked to release: relationships, identity, a life she had built. The pillar of salt is the image of a woman whose body is in the future and whose interior is in the past. Beloved, many faithful Christian women are doing exactly this with the marriage God wants to send them. They are praying, they are serving, they are showing up. Their feet are on the visible path, and their interior is full of things they have not put down. They are walking toward the chamber with their hands full. So let me show you what is in your hands. 5 things, all interconnected, all releasable tonight. The first thing is the image of the man you have been imagining. You may not call it a picture. You may not even know it is there. But it is there, beloved, and you have been building it for years. It is a composite pieces from books you read in your 20s, pieces from sermons about the godly husband, pieces from the man who almost stayed, pieces from your father, both what you wanted him to be and what you swore your husband would never be. The composite has details, age range, spiritual maturity level, the way he prays, the shape of Sunday mornings together. You have cataloged him more than you know. The composite is not bad. It is what your imagination has done with the longing of decades. But here is the problem. God cannot send the real man into a chamber occupied by the imaginary one. The composite is sitting in the seat where the actual person needs to fit. And as long as he is there, the real man, who will not exactly match it, because no real person ever matches a composite, looks like a disappointment when he arrives. The first thing to set down is the image, not your standards. Standards are good. Standards are biblical. What you are releasing is the specific composite, the imagined version with its specific features, so that God can send the actual man who will surprise you in ways you cannot predict. Open your hands and let the composite dissolve. The second thing is the comparison that has been making you smaller every day, maybe every hour. Through the wedding photos that cross your feed and the tightening in your chest you no longer remark on. At the family gatherings where the cousin with 3 children looks at you and you feel her looking and you feel her not asking. At the bridal shower, you smiled through. At the baby shower, you smiled through. The comparison has become so habitual, you no longer name it as comparison. You call it noticing. You call it being honest with yourself. But beloved, hear me. It is comparison. And it is grinding you down. Look at Sarah in Genesis 16. Hagar has conceived what Sarah cannot. And Sarah's response, verse 5, is not clean anger. It is bitter, wounded interior. When she saw that she had conceived, she looked on me with contempt. The comparison was so corrosive, it produced contempt in both directions and broke the household for years. The next time you scroll past a wedding photo and feel the shrinking, name it out loud if you can. I am comparing right now. I am making myself smaller. I am putting this down. The peace on the other side of releasing the comparison is not something you have to wait for. It begins the moment the comparing stops. The third thing is a name you have not buried. Maybe the relationship ended badly. Maybe it ended well, but you never formally closed the chapter. Maybe he ghosted you, and you still rehearsed the conversation you wish you could have had. Maybe he married someone else, and you still check his profile when you cannot sleep. Whoever he is, there is a name, and it is heavy in ways you may have stopped feeling. A few diagnostic questions, and I want you to answer honestly inside your own mind. Is there a name that rises in your thoughts when you cannot sleep? Is there a phone number you have not deleted even though you swore you would? Is there a conversation you replay, modifying what you would say if you could say it again? If any of those landed, beloved, the name is still in your hands. What God is asking is simple. Bury him. Not forgive him, that is a different and sometimes longer work. Bury him. Stop letting his name occupy the space God reserved for your future. The burial does not require his knowledge. It does not require his consent. It is an interior act performed by you, witnessed by God. You say to that name, quietly and with finality, you are not in my future. You belong to a chapter that is now closed. The grave is not difficult to dig. You just have to be willing. The fourth thing is the story you have been telling yourself about time. The story has variations. Maybe yours is, I should have married at 25. The good ones are taken now. Or, there must be something wrong with me because other women in my situation found someone and I didn't. Or, my best years are behind me. Whatever form it takes, the common thread is the same. You have decided you are late, and that being late means something has gone wrong with you, with God, or with your story. Hear me. The story is not the same as the facts. The fact may be that you are 38 and unmarried. That is a fact. The story, the meaning you attach to that fact, the verdict you drew from it about your worth, the closed-door theology about God's faithfulness, the story, is something you constructed. And Isaiah 43 speaks directly to this. Verse 18. Do not remember the former things, nor consider the things of old. Verse 19. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? The former things Isaiah is naming are not your literal memories. They are the narratives you built from your memories, the verdicts, the conclusions. Hebrews 12:1 calls it the weight to lay aside. The fact that you are not yet married is a fact. The verdict you wrote about that fact, that is fiction. And tonight, the fiction can burn. The fifth thing is the version of yourself the waiting created. Years of being faithful while alone have shaped you. Some of the shaping was good, a faith no one gave you, a discernment forged by almost. That is real wealth. But the waiting also built defenses, layers of self-protection that rose up over time, quietly, to keep you functional through years of disappointment. There is a version of you that is harder than you wish you were. A version that has stopped expecting good news because expecting it and not receiving it has cost too much. A version whose hope has been scaled down to a manageable size. A version that smiles at engagements without quite feeling them anymore. Look at Rachel in Genesis 30, verse 1. "Give me children, or I shall die." Rachel had been waiting, and the waiting had made her desperate, contracted, defended. She was not the soft, hopeful young woman Jacob met at the well. She was the woman the waiting had made. God is not asking you to keep that version. She did good, faithful work. She kept you alive through years that were hard. But she is not the woman supposed to walk into the chamber God is preparing. The defensive version cannot enter marriage well. She brings the hardness with her. And here is what is gentle and important. The woman underneath the defenses is still there. The years did not destroy her. She has been waiting too, waiting for permission to come back, waiting for someone to tell her, "The fire is over. The fire is over, beloved. The defenses can come down." You can thank the version that protected you, and then you can release her. The woman underneath, more herself, softer, eyes that still know how to shine, she is the one who walks through the chamber door. Now let me show you the picture all together. An image of the imagined man, a habit of comparison, an unburied name, a story about missed chances, a defensive version of yourself. 5 things, all in your hands, all being carried up the hill of this season. Paul writes in Philippians 3:13, "This one thing I do, forgetting the things behind, plural, and straining forward to what lies ahead." Notice, he calls them the things, not the thing. He understood that what we carry into the future is rarely one item. It is a load, multiple, interconnected, released together or not released at all. Beloved, tonight I am asking you to do the work Lot's wife failed to do. Her body left Sodom. Her interior did not. The unreleased interior, looking back once, was the disqualification. Your body has been walking toward the chamber for years, faithfully, doing the visible work. Your interior is what is still being asked to come along. Open your hands. Drop the image. The composite is not him. Let it fall. Drop the comparison. The other women are not your competition. Let them walk their own road. Drop the name. Bury him in your interior. He does not need to know. The burial is yours to perform. Drop the story. The fact of your waiting is real, but the verdict you wrote about it is fiction. Burn the fiction. And drop the defensive version of yourself. She did her job. Thank her. And let the woman underneath come back to the air. The chamber is not closed. It is waiting for your hands to be empty. The conductor of your story is faithful. Your job tonight is not to figure out when. Your job is to stop carrying what he keeps asking you to release. Lot's wife had one chance. She used it to look back. And what she could not put down became her permanent posture. You have a different chance, beloved. You have tonight. And you have hands that can still open. Open them. Let the load fall. Walk forward lighter, emptier, more yourself than you have been in years. The chamber will open. Your hands just need to be ready to receive. If this video names something you have been carrying for too long, leave one word in the comments. Open, just the word, as a witness to yourself that your hands are opening tonight. And if you have a sister who has been climbing this hill with her arms full, send her this. She may not know the names of what she is carrying. Tonight, she can learn, and then she can put it down. And if this message blessed you, remember to like, subscribe, and share so others can be strengthened by the Word of God.